All right, let's talk about the future of health. In the world of biology today, we are facing an absolute explosion of data. We're generating information about our own DNA faster than we can possibly make sense of it. We're going to dive into that massive challenge and look at a really groundbreaking initiative in Africa that's training scientists to find the life-saving clues hidden deep inside our genetic code. Okay, so first things first, let's set the scene. Modern biology has it has a big data problem. A really big one. We can now sequence a person's entire genome, all of their DNA, faster and cheaper than ever before. This has created a tidal wave of information. But, just having all this data is one thing. Actually understanding what it all means, that's a completely different ballgame. To really wrap your head around the scale of this, think about it like this. Your genome is basically a book with 3 billion letters. A tiny genetic quirk that's linked to a disease might just be a single typo in that massive, massive book. So the question is, how on earth do you even begin to find it? That's the puzzle scientists are trying to solve right now. And this analogy just hits the nail on the head. It perfectly explains the problem. The data, those books, are just piling up higher and higher. But we've got a serious shortage of the experts, the librarians, who have the unique skills to actually read, organize, and understand what's inside them. This skills gap, this bottleneck, is literally slowing down medical breakthroughs. So what is the special skill set that our librarians need? Well, it's a field called bioinformatics. It's where biology smashes right into computer science. It is all about creating the software, the tools, and the methods we need to make sense of these gigantic biological datasets, like that 3 billion letter book of our own DNA. Now check this out. This slide really shows you just how massive the demand for these skills is. This is data from just one single training program. In 2016, it had about 350 people taking part. Fast forward to 2023, and it got over 3,000 applications. That's not just a little jump, that's a nearly 10-fold explosion in demand. It shows you just how wide that skills gap has become. So how in the world do you solve a problem this huge? Well, it turns out one of the most ambitious and exciting answers is coming from the H3Africa Consortium. This is a massive, continent-wide initiative that was designed to tackle this very problem head-on. So H3Africa, that stands for Human Heredity and Health in Africa. And listen, this isn't just about collecting a bunch of data. It's about something much bigger. It's about building the sustainable, long-term ability for African scientists to lead the world in genomics research. And their vision is just incredibly comprehensive. I mean, look at this. It starts by empowering African scientists, giving them the right tools and the right skills. From there, they can conduct cutting-edge research to get a better handle on diseases. And the ultimate goal? To take all of that knowledge and use it to directly improve the health of people all across the continent. This quote right here from their policy documents, it really gets to the core of their philosophy. It's all about creating an environment that unleashes the power of scientists to make discoveries. And, this is key, doing it all while making sure the rights and the privacy of the people who generously contribute their data are absolutely protected. Now, a grand vision like that, it needs a serious engine to make it all happen, right? For H3Africa, that engine is a network called H3ABioNet. Its whole job is to build the human expertise and the tech infrastructure to power this revolution. You can think of H3ABioNet as the operational backbone of the entire project. It's a Pan-African network that connects institutions all over the continent. It provides the computing power, the data storage, and, most importantly, the training for a whole new generation of bioinformaticians. And one of their absolute game changers, a hugely successful training program they call the IBT. That's short for Introduction to Bioinformatics Training. This is where the rubber really meets the road in solving that librarian shortage we were talking about earlier. So what makes this course so effective? Well, the key word is accessibility. It was built from the ground up to meet that massive demand for foundational skills. By making it an online course, they can reach talented researchers no matter where they are on the continent. And, get this, it's provided completely free of charge, which just removes a huge financial barrier for so many people. So what do people in this incredible course actually learn? Let's take a peek inside the curriculum and see what kind of skills they're building. The way they target the course is just perfect. It's designed for scientists who are already experts in biology, the folks working in the lab, but who need to add these powerful computational skills to their toolbox. It's all about bridging that gap between the lab bench and the computer keyboard. And the curriculum covers the absolute must-haves. They learn Linux, which is the basic operating system for analyzing huge data sets. They master sequence alignment. That's the actual technique you use to find those little typos in the genome that might be linked to a disease. They dive deep into genomics and phylogenetics, learning not just how to read the map of life, but how to use it to trace the history of health and sickness over time. And the outcomes are so practical. People who graduate from this course don't just know the theory, they can do bioinformatics. They can go out, find the data they need from massive databases, use the right tools to analyze it, and, critically, understand the pros and cons of their results. They are now those skilled librarians totally ready to tackle the data deluge. Okay, this brings us to the ultimate goal, the whole point of all this. The training, the networks, the infrastructure, it's all for one thing, using data to improve health outcomes across Africa. This is the payoff. You see, for far too long, almost all genomic research focused on people of European ancestry. This created a massive, dangerous blind spot because a treatment developed for one group might not work for another. This training gives African scientists the power to analyze data from their own populations, leading to absolutely crucial insights into diseases that are prevalent there, like sickle cell, HIV, and heart disease. And what's so important here is that the data they're working with is incredibly rich. It's not just the DNA sequence. I mean, look at this list. H3Africa collects detailed information on physical things like weight and blood pressure, on disease status for conditions like HIV, on lifestyle factors like smoking, and on demographics. It's only when you combine this deep human context with the genetic code that you can find the real patterns that drive health and disease. This slide shows the journey this precious data takes, and it's a very careful and secure pipeline. The data is created and double-checked at local research sites. Then it's sent to H3ABioNet to be prepared and archived. But here's the really important part. After an initial period for the local scientists, the data is securely released to the global scientific community. This isn't just about creating a resource for Africa. It's about Africa contributing a vital, long-missing piece of the puzzle to our shared human story. You know, the work that H3Africa and H3ABioNet are doing is so much more than just a training program. It's really a model, a blueprint for the rest of the world. It shows how investing in people and infrastructure can empower an entire continent to lead in one of the most important scientific fields of our time. And it leaves us with this really big question. As we unlock the secrets of our own DNA, how do we make sure that the incredible benefits of that knowledge are shared by everyone?